want to take just a minute without getting too technical to say what is going on with these polls. So first and foremost, do not let them affect your vote, because they've tended in the last couple of cycles to affect the way people vote or not vote, as was the case in 2004 when the exit polls famously misrepresented President Kerry as the victor. All day long the press is working off of those erroneous exit polls. Do you know why the exit polls are off? Because exit poll givers are good-looking college co-eds. So whoever who wants to gravitate to those good-looking girls would be people like James. So that's why the results are skewed. But Karl Rove had a piece today, who's a friend and a colleague. Just listen to these statistics. In just these couple of months of the general election, there have been 728 head-to-head polls. There's been 215 polls just this month. Compare that to the last cycle. There were 79 polls in this last month, and that there were only 239 in the entire cycle. So you're just it's the crack cocaine of campaigns. That's all they're covering, and you can't even look. They're just a snapshot. So where is it really? Just this week, how could this be sensible? Monday there were 7 polls ranging from a 3-point difference to a 10-point difference. Tuesday there was a Gallup poll at 2 points. There was a Pew poll at 15 points. And yesterday there was 3 polls, reputable polls, that had a 3-point race. Okay, all right, when something's going on, when you have a range like that, a couple of somethings are going on. A, there's a lot of volatility still left in the race. There's my proof of it. And something's wrong with the polls.
You think of history as something that, like, there was all history in the past and all these things happen and this is all history. I got news for you. What you're living through right now is history the likes of none of us have ever seen. I don't care how old we are, how much we think we've seen. We have never seen history on the level that we're seeing in this race. You are living through it. And the idea that you get to come to a university like this, a college like this, and you are in Chicago, this wonderful metropolitan area where, this extraordinary campaign is just absolutely stunning. Just bear with me for a moment as I just explore some of the history that was made in this campaign. If you stop and you think of the original field for president, think of how earth-shattering it was. That original field contained the following: the first credible woman to run for president, the first credible African-American to run for president, the first Hispanic to run for president, the first Italian-American to run for president, the first time we've had people married twice before, the first time we had somebody married 3 times, and the first credible Mormon. As I point out to all of my Republican friends, of all the candidates you started with, Giuliani, Romney, Thompson, McCain, the only one with 1 wife was the Mormon. This is the School of Nursing here. This is I think this is a very interesting. The original field for president contained 3 cancer survivors. So, I mean, so history is not something that happens over an arc of time. It all happened in one cycle.